You look at your hand, the skin, the veins, the fingernails, it's all you. But consider that it might not be entirely yours. A part of that hand could belong to someone else. Before you answer, consider this. Your body could be carrying cells from someone else, someone you never met. You are not just one person. You are a living composite of multiple individuals. The question is simple. Does your body belong to just you, or could it be a patchwork of multiple individuals? In 2003, immunologist Dr. J. Lee Nelson at the Fred Hutchinson Cancer Research Center discovered something startling. Cells from a woman's children could persist in her body for decades after birth. This phenomenon, called microchimerism, means a mother carries her child's cells forever. So your body might already be a mosaic of your own children, even if you don't have kids. Think about that. Every child you've ever had leaves a permanent mark on your body, a biological signature written in your tissues. Even if that child is no longer with you, their cells remain. This is not just a scientific curiosity, it has real implications for health. Microchimeric cells have been linked to autoimmune diseases and even cancer protection. In fact, some researchers think these foreign cells might play a role in tissue repair. Recent studies have even found microchimeric cells in the mother's brain, suggesting that children may influence their mother's neurobiology. This blurs the line between mother and child even further. But it goes further. In 2007, Dr. Charles Beauclerk at East Carolina University reviewed cases of twin chimerism, where twins exchange cells in the womb. He found that up to 10% of twin pregnancies result in some level of chimerism. In fact, if you're a twin, there's a chance your siblings' cells are living inside you. You might literally share a part of your twin, even if they're gone. Chimerism in twins can go both ways. Each twin may carry cells from the other. This means that even if you are a fraternal twin, you might be your own twin's cellular donor. And if your twin died in the womb, as happens in vanishing twin syndrome, their cells can be absorbed by you, making you a chimera without ever knowing you had a twin. Vanishing twin syndrome occurs in up to 20% of multiple pregnancies, so this is more common than you think. But you don't need to be a twin to be a chimera. In fact, chimerism can arise from multiple sources. A twin that vanished, a mother's cells passing to her child, or even blood transfusions and organ transplants. Even a simple blood transfusion can introduce foreign cells that persist for years. So chimerism is not an anomaly, it's a continuum. With modern medicine, chimerism is becoming more prevalent. Even mothers carry cells from their own mothers, passed down through generations, making us all part of a cellular chain. This isn't just a twin phenomenon. In 2012, researchers at Harvard Medical School analyzed DNA from different parts of the same person, hair, blood, skin. They found that 1 in 200 individuals had detectable differences between tissues, suggesting hidden chimerism from absorbed twin cells or other sources. That's you, 1 in 200, or maybe more, since most people never get tested. Think about that. The DNA in your blood might not match the DNA in your hair. Your own body could be harboring 2 distinct identities. This is not a rare anomaly. It's a common biological reality that goes unnoticed because no one looks for it. The implications for forensic science are profound. If your cells don't match your DNA profile, who are you in the eyes of the law? This has already caused problems in criminal investigations. And chimerism can be hidden even from the host. In 2014, a man in Washington state took a paternity test. The results said he wasn't the father, but later DNA from his sperm showed he was a chimera, with 2 different genomes in his blood and sperm. The case was reported by researchers at Stanford University. Your identity, your DNA, isn't as fixed as you think. Imagine the legal and personal implications. This man could have been denied custody of his own child. Chimerism challenges the very foundation of forensic and paternity testing. You may never know how many cases of mistaken identity are actually cases of hidden chimerism, but some immunologists argue that most chimerism is harmless and doesn't affect health or identity. They suggest that the immune system usually eliminates foreign cells, making true chimerism rare. The cases you've heard are exceptions, not the rule. However, even if chimerism is rare, its existence forces us to rethink what self means. And while most chimerism is harmless, it can occasionally cause autoimmune disorders or other health issues. The immune system's tolerance of foreign cells is a delicate balance. Sometimes it attacks them, leading to graft versus host disease in transplant patients. But in microchimerism, the body often tolerates the foreign cells, a phenomenon that scientists are still trying to understand. Moreover, with modern medical interventions like transplants and transfusions, chimerism is becoming more common, not less. Some researchers argue that chimerism is not rare at all, but simply underdiagnosed. Nevertheless, even the skeptics admit that microchimerism from pregnancy is universal. And the known cases of chimerism causing legal or medical confusion show that the possibility is real. What we don't know is how often it actually happens. Estimates range from 1 in 50 to 1 in 200. That means up to 2% of the population could be walking around with two distinct genomes. And because testing is rarely done, the true prevalence is likely higher. Chimerism is not a freak accident. It's a natural phenomenon that reveals the porous boundaries of our bodies. It forces us to reconsider what it means to be an individual. Chimerism also has implications for personalized medicine and identity. Which genome should doctors target, and which one is legally yours? You could theoretically be held responsible for a crime committed by your other genome. These are not just theoretical questions, they have real-world implications. So look at your hand again. The cells that built it could belong to a twin you never met, a child you never had, or a sibling you lost long ago. That simple act, looking at your hand, becomes a question without an answer. And maybe that's the point. Your body isn't just yours. It's a living archive of everyone you've ever been close to. The boundaries between self and other are not as solid as they seem. You are a community of cells, a mosaic of histories, a testament to the fact that no one is truly alone.